maybe I should wear a different jumper. Whatever. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have got a very exciting video, at least for me, because I will be sharing all of my plans this year for knitting stuff with all of the yarn that I have. Well, not all of it, but most of it, especially my new acquisitions, because I have bought quite a lot of yarn for a specific reason and I thought it would be fun to share it with you. So that's what we're going to do today. And before we start into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also head over to Instagram and follow me there for more content from me. And let's get into the video. So I do have my laptop in front of me, just so I remember all of the patterns that I have purchased as well and I'm gonna make, and also so I don't mispronounce people's names, which is a bit embarrassing, but you can't help it with so many amazing people out there from different countries. So I'm gonna try my best. Don't be too harsh on me though. The first thing, maybe I should start with the things that I'm gonna make myself. So you might remember this yarn. It's the Smart Sandness yarn, and I have bought this just before Christmas because if you remember the story, I had not enough yarn for my boyfriend's jumper and I needed more and I couldn't go to the shop, so I had to order some, but I didn't want to pay for postage, so I had to get more, and that's how I got this. I know I'm not the only one, at least I hope I'm not the only one that just purchases more just so we don't have to pay for shipping and stuff. Anyway, so this yarn, I really like the colour. It is very bright. I said last time it's brighter than what I liked it to be because the picture was different, but it has grown on me. Anyway, the plan for this is making my own t-shirt. I have found two amazing videos that teach you how to calculate the measurements for your own raglan and yoke sweater, and I'm gonna try this with this yarn. I want to switch it up a little bit. I love jumpers. This is like, I don't like cardigans. I never really wear them. I've only got like 3 cardigans and only one of them I really wear, and that is also only like once every full moon. So I'm not a cardigan person, I am a jumper person, as you might be able to tell also from my videos. So I'm gonna switch it up a bit and I want to make a few more shirts that I can wear with my jumpers. Oh, anyway, for this yarn, like I said, I wanted to make my own jumper. I have already calculated everything. The only thing that I need to do is actually make it now. So that's the plan for this. Moving on, another thing is this yarn. It's the Drops Andes yarn in this gorgeous green colour, like a really dark green, and I got this for Christmas from my dad, and I wanted to make the North Sweater by Knit Hip Shop. Hang on, let me look this up, because I have purchased a pattern especially for this yarn. It is the North Sweater cropped version by Hip Knit Shop, that's it. I always confuse the knit and the hip. So Hip Knit Shop. And I wanted to make the jumper with this yarn, but I have started it and I was basically done with the body. Let's put it that way, because you work it from the bottom up, not top down like you would kind of normally do. And then I realized it's just way too big. Like, I made the smallest size that they have on the pattern, and still, even the smallest size is still too big for me. So I made it with this, and then I had to frog it and I had to rip everything out again, because I basically made like a jumper where 3 people could fit inside, and I was just not happy about it, and I didn't want that. It was also really heavy because I did do a swatch but the swatch, I was, I think, 1 or 2 stitches off. Like I had like 12 stitches instead of 14 per 10 centimeters, so 4 inches. And I was like, oh, it's fine, I'm just gonna size down a needle size and it will be fine. And then I didn't check it again because I was lazy, as you do, and that was a very big mistake because, like I said, I finished the body and it was just way too big, and it took me days. Like, you work a twisted rib and that just wrecked my wrist. I have a really big problem with my right hand, with the wrist. I have probably broken my thumb at one point. I know when. I didn't go to the doctor. Also another mistake and regret in my life, as you do. And ever since I have major problems, and I have actually ordered a wrist brace, which is coming today, funnily enough, to try and fix that. But this twisted rib was just, my wrist was done with this. But you need to work like 10 centimeters of twisted rib, so it's a very big chunk. It's like that much, and it took me so long. And then I realized it's just too big, it's not going to work. It's also too heavy, even though I already sized down 1 needle size. And then I would have had to go down another one. The recommended needle size for this one is a 9mm, I believe. Yeah, 9, and the pattern goes by a 8. The pattern recommends an 8, and they just didn't work. So I would have had to size down 1 more, and then it just became too dense, and it would just, yeah, whatever. That's the side story. Anyway, what I have planned for this is another raglan sweater, but I'm gonna make it myself. Like I said, like with the other yarn, I have found these videos and I really want to try making my own stuff. Sorry, some fluff floating in the air. I want to try and make my own stuff with this. I have also started, and you can go and check my Instagram out if you want to see what I made with it, because I will probably have a video up at some point. And yeah, go and check that out. So the next thing, let's see. Yeah, maybe let's go with this. So I've had this baby merino, also from Drops. I love Drops, as you can tell probably by now. I've had this for a while. Like, this was the second yarn I've ever bought in my life, and this was, I think that was my first yarn haul ever. I bought this, so that's like half a year ago or something. And I've bought quite a lot of it, and it's a yarn group A, so it's very, very thin, as you can see here, very thin. And I didn't know what to make with it. I wanted to crochet with it, but then I got into knitting, and it's just really thin, and I don't have any needle sizes below 4mm as of yet, and I just can't make anything that is below 4mm. So what I did, because I saw this pattern by Erin Knits and Pearls, she's got a podcast, she's got an Instagram page, she's amazing, she's such a sweet woman, I love her, and she showed this test knit, because she does mostly test knits, well, almost only test knits, and she showed this, and I was like, I need to get this pattern when it's out. And so I did, and it's the Vargö from by Sari Nordlund, and it's a beautiful pattern. It's a really nice colour work, and it only uses 2 colours, which I was very happy about. So I decided to use this grey, and I have already started it, and it looks like this. Isn't she beautiful? So I have bought another, obviously, yarn because I had to, as a contrast colour. It's this sandy looking colour. I just don't quite know what the label is right now for the colour name, but this is what it looks like. I got it yesterday, and I have already started, silly me, without showing you first. But the pattern recommends a thicker yarn. I think it's like a DK or something, and because this yarn is just way too thin, I decided to double strand it, which makes it look like this. Can't talk anymore. And I think it's coming along really well. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. That also I can use the yarn that I have in my stash, because that's something that I would like to do this year. Use up almost all of my acrylic yarn, because I'm done with acrylic. I made the mistake of diving into natural fibres, and I'm just never leaving again. So yeah, that's the plan for this baby merino grey, and we can move on with the next one. So the next thing, I forgot to put this in the category where I make my own things. I just, forgot about it. Anyway, so the next thing is, again, a sweater. I want it to be, I haven't decided yet. I think I want it to be a yoke sweater with a high neck again, or like a folded over collar. I don't know yet, but the yarn that I want to use is this. The green is a bit all over the place. I don't quite know why it's got no label anymore, like why I took that off. I can't remember. This is quite old as well. And I want to make a coloured sweater. I want to colour block it, and I want to use these 3 colours in that order. So I want the bottom to be blue, the middle to be green, and the top to be white. And I also want the sleeves to have this colour block, so it's going to be 3 colours, of course. And yeah, I've not made a pattern for this yet. I need to knit up a swatch to see where I stand, and then calculate everything as you do. But yeah, that's the plan for this. And anything else? I don't think so. I want to use it up. It smells horribly. It's not very pleasant, but it's alright to work with. And because I want to use up my acrylic yarn, this belongs in that category, and I would rather make something than, of course, throw it away. So that's what I'm gonna do. So the next thing is, let's go for this one. Oh no, let's go for that one. If you have watched my last video of the last yarn haul, you might be familiar with these two. It is the Drops Kit Silk and the Petite Wool from We Are Knitters, and I want to hold these together to make the sweater number 9 by My Favourite Things Knitwear. And the reason, well, first of all, these 2 colours don't really match. That was my mistake. I ordered this online, I had this already, and I didn't know it was going to be this white, because in the picture it looked a lot more like this than this. So I think it will be fine, it will just be a bit lighter, and I want to hold these together because that's what the pattern calls for. I'm just 2 stitches off, because I think this is 12 stitches, 16 rows, and the pattern calls for, I think, 14 stitches and 18 or 20 rows. Yeah, 14 stitches and 19 rows. So I think it will be fine held with the Drops Silk together, well, Kit Silk, and I think it will look fantastic. So I'm really excited for this. I've wanted this pattern for ages, because I've seen so many people wear that garment. I was just like, I need to make this, I need to have it. So that's also why I bought this wool in particular, because it was on offer when I bought it. It was the after Christmas sale thing, and I got it, I fell in love with it, but I thought it was a bit scratchy since it's 100% wool, and because the pattern calls for, she used silk mohair held together with heavy merino, I thought, why not this, I've wanted to work with mohair for a very long time as well, well, when I say very long, I've only started like crocheting half a year ago or something. So but ever since I came across it and people have spoken really highly of it, I wanted to use it and try it for myself, so that's what I'm going to do with this. And the last thing that I have, at least for right now, I have a lot more yarn and I have a lot more plans, but I don't want this video to be like an hour long. I'm gonna move on to the last one, and it's these two. It's a Drops Lima paired with the brushed alpaca silk by Drops as well. I knit this up together, it looked incredible, I loved it. And with this I want to make the Pauline Sweater by Kolibri by Johanna. Sorry if I mispronounce anything. That's the plan for these two. I haven't knit up a swatch yet. I did one and then changed the plans, because originally I wanted to make my own pattern with this as well, but then I saw that sweater and I was like, this is perfect for it. But I need to see if it actually works, because I think she uses oh yeah, that's it, alpaca silk and kit silk, super kit silk by Hobby, both of them. So very thin stranded yarns held together, and because this is already thicker, this is yarn group B, I don't quite know. I need to, like I said, I need to knit something up and see if I have the right gauge or not, and what I'm gonna do if I don't. But that's a problem for my future self. And congratulations, you made it to the end of this video. I had a lot of fun telling you what I want to do this year. It's not everything, but at least some projects. Also, I have bought these labels. I've showed you them in my yarn haul, my latest one. And I got 100 pieces in there, and I do plan on using up all of these 100 labels for 100 pieces. Not this year, not like anytime soon, but at some point in the near future I will have used up all of these, because I think that is such an achievement to say you have made 100 garments by yourself. So yeah, that is everything for today. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Head over to Instagram, have a look at my content there, and I'm gonna see you very soon again. Bye!